Namaste, and thank you for joining me. Coming to you today from St. Martin, as always, and asking for your prayers for a little extra support today because my family's going through a rough time. Our dog got injured on Saturday, and we're taking care of him, and we're a little concerned about him. He's not doing too well, so we're upset a little bit in the household. All of our other dogs are worrying, and me and Tom, we're also very concerned. And so this is a little bit of a difficult session for me today, but I'm going to be here for you as always, and I just ask if you can hold my Herald in your hearts a little bit during today's session and through the next coming days. I certainly appreciate it. So let's start today with a bit of a quiet moment of breath and awareness and gratitude. So just take a moment for yourself, for your heart to expand, for your busy, busy mind to quiet down and find stillness and peace and balance in the body. Beautiful, thank you. All right, let's take a scoop back for me anyway and get those legs straight. Pull the flesh away from the sitting bones and flex the ankles, point the toes, flex and point, flex and point. Wiggle the toes a little bit, get that the circulation all the way down to your most farthest extremities. Hey, Kathy, thank you. All right, so just flexing and pointing. And then we'll take the hands from the thighs to the ankles and back up. Take a breath in. Send those elbows back and squeeze the shoulder blades and shoulders back. Maybe drop the chin. Let the shoulders circle around a little bit. And then we'll put the hands on top of the thighs again and reach for the ankles or toes. And just take a moment to sort of settle in. Wonderful. We're going to do the caterpillar pose here, so open the legs up just a little wider than your hips. Let the feet be floppy. You can just wiggle your legs in and out, back and forth. Let the bones in the hips shift a little bit. Yeah, okay, open the legs out and let the feet flop out and reach for your ankles. And maybe your fingertips reach for the instep or the arch of the foot, the sole of the foot. Drop the head round the back and soften everything in the body. And as you slowly sink in, maybe you can walk your hands in between the legs and reach forward. Round your back, drop your head, let your head be so heavy that you can feel the weight of the head continuing through the spine towards your tailbone. As you inhale and exhale, just let your mantra in your mind be let go, let go, let go, release, relax, be heavy, melt into the floor. Don't resist gravity, let go. Awesome. When you're ready, push against the floor, walk your hands back up, and let's take a moment to scoot down on our backs. And arms can go wherever feels comfy to you. We're going to let the legs flop left and right. The knees are bent, the heels are close to the hips. We're just letting the knees move left and right like windshield wipers. And just take your time. You can stay in one position for a while if that feels great, which in my case it certainly does. And again, just ask your tailbone and hips to release. Release, let go. Ready, pick those knees up and bring them to the other side. We'll stay here for about 5 breaths. Release. tailbone. Release in the hips, release in the quads, the front of the thighs, and the hamstrings, the back of the thighs. Knees coming up and back and forth a few more times. Feel better already. All right, bring those knees up all the way to the chest and bring your hands to your knees. Squeeze it in and release. Squeeze it in and release. Squeeze it in and release. Squeeze it in and hold. Hold it tight to the chest. Let your arms be strong, your hands be strong, pulling those knees into your chest. And then if you feel like it and you want to, you can let the knees go wide, offering a little bit of a straddle stretch. Don't go too far, don't overstretch. Those inner thighs can be very tender and sensitive. We're going to bring the knees back together and stretch the legs up to the ceiling and circle your wrists and ankles. Reach your arms up. Circle the wrists, circle the ankles. Change direction every now and then. Keep breathing a lot. Bringing lots of fresh air into the body. And then release it. And with that release, let go of any worries or anxieties or fears that you have. Let's flex the ankles and the wrists. Point the toes. Make it a nice strong flex back and a strong point forward. 2 more times. Flex and keep the flex in the ankles and the wrists. Bend the knees and elbows. Bring it down and push it up. All the way down, all the way up. Keep breathing. Let's go 10 more times now. Down and up 10. Down and up 9. Down, up 8. And 7. And 6. And 5. Beautiful. Keep it going. 4. Keep pushing it up. 3. 2 more. And last one. Down, all the way up. Let's reach for the ceiling. Bring the head off the mat. Reach your fingers and your toes up, 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 the top of your head, reaching up, up, up. Shoulders come off the floor, hips come off the floor. Just a few of the middle vertebrae are touching the floor here. Reach up, keep breathing. And then slowly come down. And stretch out on the floor. Find a nice position to rest in. Legs can be slightly apart, arms can be up in surrender or down next to your hips. In either case, likely you're going to want palms open and up, fingers naturally curled. And let's just think about our breath here for a moment. Let's do the 3-part yogic breath. Breathing in through the nose will fill the chest, the diaphragm, and the belly. Then we'll squeeze the belly, the diaphragm, and the chest. Breathing in, out. Breathing in, out. Breathing in and out. Let your breath come back to a natural rhythm and just observe how you feel. Make sure your body feels balanced in the hips, shoulders, arms, legs, back of the head. Even on the floor. And take a moment to feel the floor supporting you, pushing up against you as you push down against it. In that beautiful equilibrium balance of physics. Nice. All right. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to bring the right leg up. Bring the knee bent and circle the knee around. And make it as big a circle as you want. All the way around, changing directions whenever you feel like it. Be sure you're breathing through the circle. Breathing in and out. Nice and slow. Full and deep. Remember, you don't have to make a big circle with your knee. If you've got issues with your hip or anything else is bothering you with this movement or anything that we do in our yoga session, just monitor yourself and adjust so that nothing is pushing your limits unless you're really, really ready for that. And I'm thinking most of us are not quite there yet. So we're just circling the knee, making it easy, changing direction, keep breathing. Awesome. Let's stretch that same leg straight up and reach the hands to grab the leg wherever your hands reach, maybe at your thigh, your knee, or your calf. And just gently pull the leg towards your face, stretching the hamstring and the hip. And find a nice place where you feel the stretch, but it's not too intense. We're just going to rub the back of the thigh, quad, and the hamstring up towards the hip. Squeeze and release. Nice strong fingers giving a nice deep massage to all your tissues and working out those issues. And then when you're ready, we'll grab the knee or the thigh again and pull the leg a little farther to the face and let it go back to vertical. Don't overdo it, please. Just take it easy. Explore your flexibility carefully and with your breath leading the way, breathing in and out. Let's hold the leg at or near your therapeutic edge, right at the edge of your range of motion. Try to relax and breathe. Really relax the leg. I know it feels like it's in a weird spot, but see if you can just let go of any tension in the leg. Some people like to hold on to the big toe so they can relax from their arms. That's a possibility. And remember, if this knee is not straight, if you've got a bent knee there and that's the best you can do, it's okay. No worries about that stuff. Just moving and breathing is really so beneficial to the body. Taking this time for yourself. Self-care is the new health-care. Beautiful. If you feel the urge to go a little deeper, you certainly can, but be gentle. Feel that muscle tissue stretch and just give it time to do its thing. Awesome. Let's bend that knee and bring the heel to the belly button. Let the knee go way out to the side. Grab the knee and the foot in your hands and rock the baby across a few times, back and forth, left and right, breathing as you move. Awesome. We're going to bring that knee all the way over to the far side of the body. Roll up on your hip, roll up on your side. And if the knee doesn't touch the floor, it's okay. You can also put a pillow there to support the leg, and then you can open your arms out from the shoulders straight out. And then turn your head in the opposite direction if you can and if you want to. If it doesn't help you relax, don't do it. If you're working to keep your head turned in the opposite direction, you're certainly welcome to look straight up at the ceiling or in the same direction that your knee is pointing, as you like. And in this relaxed spinal twist, we're just going to breathe deep through the nose, out through the lips. Let's take the toes of that big leg to your other knee and roll onto your back. Let the knee come all the way to the floor and then all the way to the other side of the body. Like we're opening a gate. Let it swing open and swing closed. 2 more times. Open and closed. Open and closed. Stretch the legs straight up again, just like we did before. Grab the knee or the thigh and gently pull towards the face, back towards vertical. Up towards the face and back towards vertical. Remember, we're being gentle, extra soft, extra gentle. No forcing anything. That's how we stretch too far and create tears in the muscle, micro tears sometimes, but still tears, and we don't want to do that. We're trying to be gentle. Easy going. All right, let that leg come down. Now let's do a full body, long body stretch. Arms reach overhead, both legs straight, toes pointed. Big breath in, expand your rib cage and stretch the body as long and tall as you can on the floor. Breathe deep. And then relax and sink down. Turn your head to one side. Release everything. Relax. Awesome. Let's bring up the other leg, bend the knee, circle it around. Circle it as big as you want. If you don't like the feeling, you can make your circle smaller. Or you can just modify it in some creative way that you feel right now your body is asking for. Listen to the body with love and say yes. Be gentle. Breathe. Circle it around and breathe through the circle. Breathing in on one side and out on the other. Awesome. Stretch that leg up. Grab the leg with your hands. Gently pull and give yourself a massage. Now this pull, we're not going to have the leg really pull far towards the face. Just a nice gentle stretch in the back of the leg. You feel it. Stay right there and squeeze with strong hands, strong fingers. Get into those tissues. Work out those issues. Stretch, breathe, massage. Awesome. All right, let's bring the leg into your full range of motion. Gentle, don't overdo it. Remember to breathe. If you want, you can hold your leg right at your edge. Staying there, trying to relax the leg. Remember, if the knee is bent, that's okay. It still works. It still does your body an amazing amount of good. Just stretch and breathe. Right, release in the knee. Reach for the heel, bring the heel close to the belly button, and the knee goes way out to the side. Rock the baby. Holding the foot and the knee in your hands. Bring it across the body, left to right. Left to right. Breathing in and out. Out. And when you're ready, bring the knee across the body all the way to the floor, or close to the floor. Maybe it sort of hovers or suspends above the floor a few inches. Open the arms, open the chest. Consider turning your head away from the knee, but if that doesn't work for you, then just let your head go wherever feels like it's beneficial to your serenity, to your health. Release everything in the body. Breathing in through the nose, out through the loose lips. I feel like I could stay here about 10 minutes, but I guess that that's my own personal needs, and I should probably consider yours. So let's go ahead and roll onto our back and do a long body stretch, arms reaching up and over. Stretch the body long, breathe in, expand those ribs as big as you can get them. Awesome, exhale and release. Bring the hands down by the hips, turn the hands palm down. Fingers pointing towards your heels. Bring the heels close to the hips. Lift the hips up. Bring the hands to the hips to the ground. Knees to the chest. Feet plant. Lift the hips. Hips plant. Knees to chest. Feet to the floor. Lift the hips. Hips to the floor. Knees to the chest. 2 more times, just like that. And then we'll stay up in our bridge as we come down this next time. With the feet on the floor. Let's bring the hips up and keep them up. Walk the shoulders together if you can and want to. Squeeze the shoulder blades and bring your hands together under your hips. Interlock your fingers. Adjust where your feet are. Make sure they're nice and strong on the floor. We're going to push the feet into the ground and lift the hips up as high as we can. Breathe deep. And blow out through the lips. Squeezing the belly flat. Breathe in. Expand your belly big. Blow out through the lips. Flatten your belly as much as you can. Keep doing that while you squeeze your buttocks in and lift the hips a little higher. Two more big breaths. Exhale and reach your hands straight up from your shoulders. Roll your back down onto the floor. Awesome. Bring your knees to your chest, hands to your knees. Squeeze the knees into your chest and bring your forehead to the knees. Make yourself into a little ball. Squeeze in. Keep breathing. And then release, relax. Let's go on to our side. Knees curled and stacked, hand resting on your hips, head resting on your shoulder or your pillow if your pillow is handy. Just relax for a minute. Allow yourself to enjoy this lovely side resting pose. Consider how the body is made for this position. Awesome. Bring that knee up to the chest and put it on the floor. Stretch out your bottom leg. And see if you can turn that bottom leg to turn the thigh down a little bit towards the floor. And then this shoulder is going to go back. Reach the hand back all the way to the floor. Open your chest. This is a little more intense spinal twist. And see if, again, you can look in the opposite direction of your bent knee. And now we're going to try a position called cat pulls his own tail. I don't know why I love the name of this pose. It just gives me a feeling of something very kind of childlike. So take your bottom leg and bend the knee and reach your same side arm down and grab your toes. If you can grab onto your big toe or all your toes with your fingertips, the idea is that the hand holds strongly onto the foot, and then the foot pulls away, but the hand doesn't let go of the foot. And this is a nice stretch through the entire circle that you've created between the side body, the leg, and the arm. The shoulders pulled down and away from the chest. And you can just look straight up at the ceiling and blink your eyes a few times as your leg pulls the body into this lovely stretch. And then release, and let's roll on our back. Arms come out or up, legs go out and flop outward, feet. When you're ready, we're going to change sides, get into your fetal position on the other side. And ease on down, resting your head on your shoulder or a pillow, having your upper hand rest on your thigh. Allow yourself to really collapse down. Don't try to resist gravity here. Just enjoy the move, the stretch. Awesome. Let's take that top knee, bend it, and bring it to the floor in front of your chest. Then the bottom leg, we're going to stretch it straight out and see if you can turn it a little bit so the thigh is front side down to the floor. And then the shoulder of the upper shoulder reaches back and the whole body twists back to open your chest to the sky. And this is an intense spinal stretch, so make it awesome for yourself. Enjoy it. Breathe deep. Release any tension throughout the body and mind. Beautiful. When you're ready, we're going to bend that lower leg, bring the toes, the heel back by the butt, and reach the toes towards your fingers. Reach your hand down and see if you can grab onto your big toe or maybe all your toes. And once you get a good grip with your hand, we're going to pull the toes away, but don't let go with the hand. And feel that wonderful stretch through the entire body. It really pulls your shoulder away and back, which is a good thing. And breathe deep. Cat pulls his own tail. Yes. All right. Roll onto your back. Stretch those legs out. Arms overhead a little bit. Five-pointed star. Make sure you feel balanced in the hips and shoulders, arms, legs, and head and neck. Okay, ladies and gents, we've been doing the plank challenge this summer, all through June, July, August. And I would love to get some feedback. Should we keep it going? Should we get more intense? Should we keep it just exactly where we are? Or should we just drop it? So anybody wants to send me a message regarding our plank challenge, I definitely need some feedback on that, because I'm anxious to keep it going. But then again, maybe it's not perfect for this kind of session. So anyway, at this point, if you've been doing the plank challenge, you should have some strong core muscles. And let's see if we can lift the arms, legs, and head off the floor and balance on our hips. It may be too much for you, and then you can just use your hands to help you. But let's see if we can bring the arms and legs up and reach up, 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 and find ourselves coming into boat pose, which means that you're balanced on your hips and the knees are bent, toes are pointing up, hands are palm up out to the side, and try and keep your shins parallel so the knees aren't splaying out, but if you can't, that's okay. All right, reach, hold your boat. We're going to put the hands on the floor by the hips and the feet come right down. You come up into reverse table. And you could drop your head back, but if that bothers your neck, then just look towards your knees. If this is too much for your wrists, you can bow out of it. But we're going to come out now by bringing the hips in between the hands before they touch the floor. Don't let your hips touch the floor until they're between your hands. Keep your feet in the same place, more or less, and straighten your arms. Reach forward. This is a forward fold, vibrant stretch here. Look down between your knees. Hands to the floor, and see if you can come right back up to reverse table, dropping the head back if that works for you. Hold, keep breathing. Beautiful. See if you can cross one ankle on one knee. And change sides, cross one ankle on one knee. Awesome. Take one leg and kick it up, put it down, kick the other leg up, put it down, kick it up, put it down, kick it up, put it down, and here we come back into forward fold. Bring the hips back between the hands, reach forward, look down between your knees, reach, hold and reach. When you're ready, come back to seated. And let's just take a moment to sit in cross-legged position, easy pose. Ellis, Kathleen, oh, I have a whole group today. Jane is with me. I see two new people. Namaste. Thank you guys for being with us today. We always do the most gentle yoga that we can all participate in fully, with a little bit of opportunity to challenge ourselves, but also keeping it really all about the breath and the centeredness and the peace of mind and the self-care. What does the body need from us in this point in time? So today we are in the middle of a plank challenge, which has gone for months, so I've been talking about that. You understand, but we're not quite there. You've got about 10 or 15 minutes before we're going to give that a go. Right now, let's just sit quiet and work on breath, breathing in through the nose. Let the breath pour in like you're pouring a glass of water from a pitcher, and the water hits the bottom of the glass first and then bubbles up. So we bring air into the body, fill deep in the belly, and let it fill all the way up to the throat, even into the sinuses. So let your eyes close, let your straight back reach the top of the head up, and relax your shoulders, arms heavy, resting on your knees. And just focus on breath. Close the eyes, silence the mind, the busy, busy mind. Beautiful. Drop the chin, but keep the back straight. Really lengthening the back of the neck. Feel the muscles that reach up to the skull and down to the shoulder blades and shoulders. Feel them at those connecting points. Identify where they connect and release the back of the neck. Release your belly as well, because the back of the neck and the belly are very much connected in some way, that if you're holding your belly in, your neck is not going to let go of the way. So let your belly be soft. Let your head be heavy. And if you feel like you want to, you can move your chin a few inches to the left, a few inches to the right, allowing the muscles on the side of the neck to have a little bit of a stretch. You're just moving the chin a few inches left, a few inches to the right, following the collarbone a little bit towards each shoulder. Let's come back to the middle and just let the head hang. Release that belly again. We have a tendency to tighten it up and hold it in, don't we? Release it, let it go. Let's let the back round here and slump the shoulders. Drop the head way down in front of the belly. And begin to shift your weight on your hips, allowing the head to roll one way and then roll the other way. Maybe your hands fall off your knees, and that's okay. Dropping your head down in front, rounding the back, slumping the shoulders. Shift your weight on your hips and let the head roll in front of the chest. 3 or 4 more times. Take your time, nice and slow. Breathe a lot. And this is something you can do any time of the day, when you're sitting at your desk at work or in a classroom. If you feel like you've just got too much tension and you need to center yourself, it's pretty easy to get away with little movements like that. Nobody needs to know that you're doing some yoga. Let's circle the shoulders up and back. Let the elbows draw circles by your waist, hands reaching forward and back. Shoulders squeeze, up, back, down, forward. Breathe in and out. And reverse it over the top to the front. All right, push your hands way forward as if you're pushing against a wall. Pushing, pushing, pushing. Let your shoulders push forward. Wrists push forward. Fingers pointing straight up. Lots of space between the fingers like the tines of a rake. And we're going to drop the hands down and back up. Down and back up. Keep your fingers spread far apart. Keep your shoulders pushing forward. Keep breathing. Bring it back. Let the elbows squeeze way back. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Look up at the ceiling. Lift your face. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Breathe in. Push forward, exhale. Round the back, push forward. Pull it back, squeeze back. Lift your face, breathe in. Push forward, round the back, drop the head. 2 more times, breathe in. Push forward, out. Pull back, breathe in. And release. Just sit for a moment and notice how you feel. Try to relax through the shoulders. Let's take a moment to look left and right. Breathe in and out. All the way left, all the way right. Do not force your neck, because your neck is tender and sensitive and easily upset. Just feel your full range of motion wherever it takes you, with gratitude for what you have, not criticism for what you don't have. That's the way. All right, back to the center. Now we're going to drop one ear down to the shoulder. And if your head doesn't go very far over, like mine doesn't, don't judge yourself. Whatever your range of motion is, explore it gently. The idea here is to try and relax, not force. Let's pick the head up and breathe in. Take a moment, breathe out. Breathe in again. And as you exhale, tilt the head the other way. One ear coming down towards the shoulder. Don't go too far. Don't force anything. Just relax. breathe in, bring it up and breathe in. Exhale, breathe in. Exhale, drop it down the first way again. Relax both shoulders. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, drop it down. Come back up, breathe in. And let's look left and right again. Back to the center. Take a moment for yourself here. Find your gratitude. Hold anything that you feel grateful for or that you want to encourage and love. Hold it in your heart. Hold it in your mind. If you want to say a little prayer for my puppy dog, whose name is Harold. Very much for that. All right, it's time for that plank challenge that I promised you, right? So we're going to get up on hands and feet. If you want to be in the low plank, you could be on your elbows and feet. If you want to be on the high plank, you're up like a push-up. All right, here we go. And guess what? I don't have my watch, so let me move this clock where I can watch the time. Here we go. We are planking for 60 seconds or maybe 70 seconds because sometimes when we start doing our special poses in the plank, it takes a little more than 60 seconds to go through them all. Here we go. We're going to lift one heel. Don't do it if you're just starting. Just doing the plank is challenging enough for some of us anyway. Lift the other heel. Drop it down. Go back to the first heel. Lift it up. Drop it down. Lift the other heel up. And drop it down. Touch your shoulder. And down. Other shoulder. And down. Touch your hip. And down. Touch your other hip. And down. Spider-Man the knee out towards the elbow. Down. Elbow. Down. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. All right. And now we're ready. If you want to try side plank, the feet rotate over so you're on your side of your feet and bring the arm up. Side plank, baby. We're doing it. All right, come back down. Hold it. And side plank the other way. We're at 70 seconds now. That's awesome, you guys. Looks like we're going to go 80 seconds here. I'd like to come out of plank onto your knees and find yourself in table. Let's just take a moment to arch the back up and drop the head, drop the tailbone. Come back to a flat table. Then lift the face and lift the tailbone. Let the middle of the back sink down. Don't let your shoulders slump, please. Keep your hands pushing into the floor to elevate the chest a little bit. Let's go back and forth between cat and cow, arch and sway. Any speed you want to do here is great. And then we're going to drop the hips down towards the heels, forehead to the floor in front of your knees. Pose of a child, relax. Let's bring the hands back by the feet, palm up. Pose of a child is such a nice resting pose. It's very calming. Hands to the floor in front of your knees. Push yourself up. Let's just sit on the heels. If this is bad for your knees for some reason, you can certainly sit with a pillow under your hips, like so. Or you can put the pillow under your knees if that's where you need, or if this doesn't work for you, even with the pillow, then just sit on your hips, like cross-legged, or any other position is also good as well. So this is called the hero pose, and we're going to take a moment to just sit with the hands on the knees and round the back, drop the head, palm, the forehead looking down towards your hips. Close your eyes and just feel the body in balance here. Awesome. Straighten the back, lift the face, bring the hands to prayer pose. Let's bring the thumbs, the thumbnails and the thumb joint, the center joint there, up towards your forehead, near the hairline. Hold here. And then the hands come higher up overhead. Reach it up. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Forehead. Stop the thumbs right there at the top of the forehead. Bring it up, reach up, breathe in. Exhale, bring it down. Let it stop right at the crown of the forehead. Beautiful. We're going to slowly slide those thumbnails down the forehead towards the bridge of the nose. Stop here for a moment and breathe. Slide the thumbs down towards the top of the lips. Slide your thumbs down to your chin. And then slide it down and let the thumbs come near your sternum to rest by your heart. Come up to offer that which is in your heart up to the heavens. Lift it up, breathe in. Look up and open it out. Bring the hands behind the hips now, and we're just going to interlock the fingers behind the hips. Squeezing the arms straight. You can always use a scarf or belt or bandana or any kind of material, and if you need a little assistance to get those arms straight back there. We're going to lift the face and we're going to squeeze at the top of the shoulder blades. Really squeeze at the top of the shoulder blades. Squeeze intensely. Keep breathing. Slide that squeeze to the middle of your shoulder blades and level out your face. Look forward. Squeeze in the middle of your shoulder blades right behind the shoulders. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Keep breathing. And then lower your squeeze down to the base of your shoulder blades. Squeeze at the base of your shoulder blades. And let's bow the head. Awesome. Slide the squeeze all the way up. Lift the face. Squeeze it up. Squeeze it down. Slide it up. Slide it down. 2 more times. Lifting the face. Dropping the head. Breathe in and out. Awesome. Keeping that squeeze wherever you feel like it's awesome. We're going to bow forward, bringing the forehead in front of the knees. Let the hands rise up behind your head. Beautiful. Come back up. Release your arms. Give yourself a hug. Take your fingers a little farther behind your shoulders, crisscrossing your elbows in front of your chest. Notice which elbow is on top, and maybe give yourself a little swaying hug here. Beautiful. Notice which elbow's on top. Open wide. Hands go way back. Breathe in. Put the other elbow on top this time. Walk your fingers a little back behind your shoulders a bit, and then sway if you feel like that helps you. Beautiful. Take it slow. We're going to lift the elbows up by the forehead. Open the arms straight up like a flower blooming. Breathe in. Bring your hands all the way down. And let's come back to table. Push it up from feet. Bring the knees up. Downward dog. Walk those feet to the place that you feel like is a really good downward dog for yourself. Everybody's different here. Take a minute to shift your weight on your hands. Make sure your fingers are spread wide and your fingertips pressed down. Lift the hips up, back. Drop your head between your arms down to a yoga mat. Drop and release the neck. push away with your hands. Lift the hips up and back. Awesome. Let's walk the dog. Bring one heel up at a time. Maybe even pick one foot up as you walk the dog, left and right. Notice your hips are moving quite a bit to the side as you pick up one foot or just one heel. Both heels up here. We're going to be on our toes. Push the hips up and back. Drop the head between the arms. And then from that position, see if you can lower your heels. If your knees are bent, it's okay. Let's round the back a little bit, tucking the tailbone under, drop the head, and then come back to a good downward dog where we push the hips back and drop the head even more. Round the back, arch. Beautiful. Walk your feet a little closer to your hands. Walk your hands a little closer to your feet. Grab onto your opposite elbows and just hang like a rag doll from your hips. Moving the hips in a figure 8. Bring the hands to the floor, close together, and walk your feet just a little bit wider. Heel and toe them out. We're going to take the right hand up, watch the fingertips, and when they go out of sight, just let them keep going farther up, keep looking where they went. Three more breaths, stay here. And then round, down it comes, bring it down. Switch hands. Other hand reaches up, look in the direction it went, keep looking up. Let the hand go as high as it can. Oops, my ponytail's in front of my eyes. Stretch that arm up and back and breathe deep. Stay here for 3 more breaths. Breathe deep. And then bring it down. Hands to the floor in front of your feet. Move those hips in a big figure 8. Try to go through your figure 8 shape in the opposite direction. That's a little bit hard. Awesome. Hands walk forward just one step. We're going to bend both knee, one knee. Bend the left knee. Push it back straight. Bend the right knee. Push it back straight. Left knee. Right. One leg at a time bends. Body shifts over by that foot. 2 more times on each side. Breathe as you move. Come back. And just ragdoll again. Hang your arms on your elbows. Drop your head. Bend your knees. Actually, put your hands on the floor and bring your feet in a little closer. So your heels are under your hips. Bend your knees. Bring your hands to your knees. Push against your knees. Walk up your thighs. Slowly coming to standing. We've been down for about 50 minutes, so, you may be a little bit slow to stand up, and that's perfectly understandable. We're going to stand in mountain pose here. Just let yourself stand tall with your feet right under your heels and your toes pointing forward. And I want to see this. That's not what we're doing. Feet point forward, heels under hips, aligning the body tall. Tuck your tailbone under, lift your sternum up, shoulders squeeze back, arms hang from the shoulders, head lifts. Connect the weight of your body through your feet into the floor, especially at the heels and at the balls of the feet, at the big toe ball and the little toe ball. 3 points, a triangle on each foot of pressure pushing down. The arch of the foot should lift. The knees and the thighs should tighten and lift. Tuck your belly in, tuck your tailbone down under, lift your sternum up, squeeze your shoulders back. This is the mountain pose. Connected to the earth, but your head is in the clouds. You're dominant, you're powerful, you are a mountain on the horizon. Everyone sees you, everyone respects you, and so should it be. Serene, connected. Beautiful. Let's bend the knees and sweep the hands out. Imagine in your mind the sun rising on the mountain. Lift up and breathe in. Exhale, sunsets on the mountain. Bring the hands down. Exhale all the way down. Bow the head. One more time. Sweep the arms out and up. Breathe in. Reach those hands way up. Reach as tall as you can. Be tall. Reach up. Touch the ceiling. Touch the clouds. Keep reaching like that with your left hand. Let your right hand slowly sink down. Watch it sinking. Look at it as it hangs next to your leg. Shake your hand. Keep reaching that left hand way up. Looking down. Reaching up. Stretching through the side body. But keeping the feet connected to the earth. Keeping your anchor, your balls of your feet and your heels. Awesome. That lower hand now rises. Reach it up. Breathe in. Both hands reach up. All right, keep reaching with your right hand up. Let the left hand hang by your leg. Look at it down there. Shake the hand. Reach up with your other side. Look down. Stretch through the side body. Reach up. And then the lower hand rises up. Reach it up. Stretch it up. Breathe in. Awesome. Bring your hands to a prayer pose. Bend the knees. Let's get the feet just a little wider. Bend the knees. Go for a swim. And reverse it. Bring your face up, but keep those knees bent. Circle the arms back, reaching back like a backstroke. Let's try the butterfly. Both arms sweep back up, and then looking down, exhale. Looking up, arms sweep back, breathe in. Look down, exhale. Breathe. Reverse it, bring it up, look down. Breathe in and down. Awesome. Bring your hands in front of your feet. Ragdoll hang. Bend your knees, bring your rear end down to the floor and find yourself back in seated. How we doing? Everybody still with me? Namaste. Thank you guys. Let's end today with a breathing exercise, as we often do. We'll do a rectangular pattern where we breathe in for 8 counts and hold your breath in and let it suspend and expand for 5 counts. Then you exhale for 8 counts. And then you're empty of air for 5 counts. And as you are empty of air, you may want to experiment with a little bit of stomach squeezing, which we generally put the hands on the knees in order to give a good anchor there and pull the belly in up into the diaphragm. That's a wonderful massage for the internal organs. But if you do that, you want to release it before it's time to inhale for 8 counts again. So we'll go ahead and synchronize our breathing now with a big inhalation, exhalation, and we begin with our inhalation for 8 counts now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold full for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold full for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold full for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold full for 5. Exhale for 8. Keep breathing, keep counting on your own. 5 and 8, 5 and 8. This is a wonderful exercise to do if you ever have a little insomnia and you're trying to get to sleep at night. Another thing you can do for relaxation, for awareness of the body, is to breathe in quickly, as much as you can, and then exhale slowly. Let's try that. Breathe in as fast as you can, as much as you can, and let it go slow. Repeat. Alternatively, you can try it just the opposite. Breathe in slowly and exhale as fast as you can, as completely as you can. So let's try that. Breathe in very slowly. Exhale fast. Breathe in slowly. So those are some breathing techniques that you can experiment with and see which you like, which you find are helpful. And you can do them seated, you can do them laying down, you can do them standing. You may get a little lightheaded if you do it standing, so be a little cautious with that. Be aware that breathing techniques do have an effect on how your mind is working. It actually changes some of the pH in your blood, and sometimes that can trigger your sleep reflex, which is why it's very beneficial to focus on your breath if you are having trouble falling asleep. And with that little bit of advice, it looks like our hour is already up. I hope you have a lovely rest of the week. Thank you very much for your positive energy and your love. I feel it even through the internet. I know you're there with me every step of the way, and believe me, I am there with you too. I am very grateful for each and every one of you. And I look forward to our next session on Thursday, 10 o'clock St. Martin time. Namaste to each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. I'm very grateful. Ciao.